Hey y'all, it's Megan and Andy. Welcome back to the channel. Glad y'all are here today. Come spend some time with us this evening. We're gonna go around and we gotta get some mulch around all of our fruit trees, and it's time to do a little bit of pruning. We don't got a lot to do, but the mulching is the big task of the evening. So
yeah, we've got a little mini orchard up the road here from our house.
we're at our potato patch, what we call it right now.
There's only just 7 or 8 apple trees up here, and then there's a couple of persimmon trees that come up on its own, so they were kind of in line with our apple trees, so we left those. But we're going to mulch all of them today, but the main task is back at the house getting those apple trees taken care of. These are younger trees, so they're not going to have a whole lot of pruning on them, but we neglected them last year, and I don't even know if we mulched them last year, did we?
I think we did. It was a little bit because we didn't have many.
We didn't have a lot of mulch.
Yeah.
But this year, that's a different story.
We got plenty.
We've got several dump truck loads of wood chips over there. And all that is wood chips from a tree service company, and we paid them to bring them here and drop them off pretty much. So I went ahead and went through these trees real quick with the pruners. We're going to throw out a layer of mulch real quick, and we're getting back to the house and work on those trees. We've also got, right here's the little peach trees. Now these peach trees were started from seeds from our peach tree. So, I mean, who knows if they're even good making peach trees or not, but we'll put us a little layer of mulch around those too, just basically so I ain't got a weed eat around them. Tell me when I get me about half the bucket. Good? Biggest thing is just keep that away from the trunk of the tree. Let me see it. To edge it up around it, which is going to be hard to do up here in this tall grass.
You want to put the cage back around it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's that one. I'll get me another scoop.
All right. Whoa, that's good.
It all come, didn't it?
Not all, but a lot.
Hope I didn't run over it. Is that enough around that one?
A little bit more. Whoa!
Megan, it's right there. It rolled down the hill.
Where's this cage?
No, that one didn't have a cage. That's a persimmon.
Oh, okay.
Well, we got these trees knocked out.
Yep.
They look pretty good. The little rings you see there, there's two way out at the very end. And right here, those are those little peach trees. We do have a pecan right there and a pecan right there. Apparently they just don't like it up here because they've been planted for 3 years now.
Something like that.
And
We didn't know if they'd make anything or not. We just thought we'd.
it was just,
Try it.
yeah, just trying it, but they haven't done a lot. Like I'm pretty sure they've got smaller since we planted them, especially that one. So we're not even gonna bother putting any mulch around them. We're just gonna let them be there. Just let them be. If they live, they live. If they don't, they don't. I'm not too concerned about them.
Yep.
But, so I guess we need to get us a load up now and go to the house and tackle the big job.
Oh, yeah. Ain't been too bad. Yeah.
Nah.
And those already got mulch rings around them, so.
Yeah, and it won't take near as much mulch per tree
Right.
on those.
Right.
We just need to basically cover up the existing layer with a fresh layer.
I'm gonna go walk through the woods and holler for the youngins and see if they'll return.
Yeah, so y'all, the kids, well, since we were up here and they got the big woods to roam through, well, that's where they are. But while she's doing that, I'm gonna get the truck loaded up, and right here's what's left of that pile. I don't think there's enough right there to fill up the dump truck. So if it's not, that's no big deal. I'll show you my pile we got across the road. So all of that over there, we've got to get from too. So I think we've got plenty. I just wanted to get this one first because it's sitting right out here in the middle of everything and it's kind of in the way. Now y'all's rakes is laying right over there. I'm just kicking these out. They'll rot out eventually. There ain't enough there to try to keep scooping up. I got enough on there we can take that and see how far it gets us. Let me see your rake. I see. So what did y'all find in the woods?
We were probably Mulching in the woods.
You was? Y'all went under the bridge?
The bridge was our house.
Oh. I ain't doing nothing. I'm just scattering these out so they ain't piled up on top of each other. Maggie, give me your rake. Your rake. Your rake. That ain't a rake. Hey. Well, we got our load of wood chips up here at the house. And the tractor shrunk. No, I'm going to be using that littler tractor up here where we're kind of working around in the yard. It won't tear up the grass near as bad because it is pretty wet right now. But before we get any mulch put out, my goodness, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I did not realize we had this much pruning that needed to be done. There's a ton of sucker shoots up through that tree right there. And every one of these apple trees need some attention. So, considering what time it is, I think I'm going to try to get the mulch put out first, and then the pruning might just have to wait for another day. The mulch needs to be done worse than anything though. As you can see, there's no mulch left around that tree. Some of them are not that bad. That one's not terrible. That one's got a little bit around it, but they need the mulch. So what we've got out here is apple trees for the most part. All through this little spot right here is apple trees and 2 wild young'uns. Right across there is 2 peach trees, a pear tree. Over on the other side of that little trailer is another apple tree and a pear tree. Right there where the kids are is a plum tree that we just planted last year, and it grew like a weed. It's amazing how much it grew. Then we've had a couple apple trees die, and we've replaced them with blueberries. We got a blueberry there, there, and right there. So all of this area needs some attention as far as mulch goes. But then across the road over there, we've got what we call Berry Hill, which has got blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries planted on it, and some muscadines. And we've got a lot of work. That needs a lot of attention over there. About middle of the summer, well actually just about all year last year, it just got neglected. We were just busy and didn't have time to take care of it the way we should have. And so it is like, there's a lot of places over there that don't have no mulch at all. We've got to get all that mulched. But for today, the fruit trees here is what's going to get done. That tree needs a ton of pruning on it. I could spend 20 minutes on that one tree. So honestly don't think the pruning up here is going to happen today. As long as we get the pruning done before the new buds start popping out, which we've probably still got about a month, so we're still good on that. I've done this before on some jobs. Just drive right up in there, scoop that out. Looks like I got a little bit of dirt when I loaded up a while ago. You need help getting up there?
No.
You don't?
Yes.
I never heard such a noise. You want yours or a different one? All right, shovel it in there. The faster y'all go, the faster we get done. So we were at the point where I couldn't reach up in there with a tractor bucket anymore. It was too far up in. So I'm sure somebody's gonna ask, well, why don't you dump it out of the truck? And that, I could dump it out of the truck, scoop it up off the ground. I don't really care to have the mess on the ground up here. And shoveling it like that gives them youngins something to do. And it's not that hard to shovel. That mulch really doesn't weigh a whole lot. It's not that hard to shovel it off of the floor of that dump truck. See, I didn't mean to hit my tree. Hey, while y'all get that next bucket filled up, I'm gonna go take the rake and be smoothing some of these piles out.
I'm sorry I'm running behind. I had some technical difficulties.
What happened?
Hamburger wouldn't go out, and so I had to stick Tiger on him.
Really?
You know my little stick that I poke him with and make him go out?
Yeah.
He decided it was a scratching post, and every time I would try to poke him, he would turn around and he'd start scratching his head on it. I'm like, no, go out the gate like you're supposed to.
That's what you get with gentle cows, ain't it?
So I finally got Tiger in there, and she barked at him a couple times, and he finally went on.
Makes you realize why all these cattle people who work cattle for a living, they don't like gentle cows.
Yeah, because you can't do
Because you can't do nothing with them.
I couldn't help but laugh at him though, because I was like poking him like, go out, go on, like I always do. And then he like turned around and he was like, oh, this looks like something great to scratch my head on.
Of course he did.
So that's what took me so long.
I decided a while ago that I'm not going to do any pruning today. I'm going to get the mulching put out first, because I was looking at the trees. We got a lot of pruning to do.
Oh, really?
I just want to get the mulch put out first, because this is the work part.
Right.
The pruning part, I mean, I can come down here and work on it every evening or something. That's no big deal.
That's true. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Watch out, Tiger. Well, we've let Jacob upgrade. I think he's gonna be tractor driver. I'll be the raker, and there's my two shovelers. Just dump it in one spot beside a tree. I can rake it all the way around.
Okay.
Just don't hit the tree like I did a while ago.
Okay.
You wanna get as close to the tree as you can without hitting the tree and dump it off. Pull on up closer than that. All right. You got it. I think Tiger wants to get up there with y'all. Look at that. Good job. That clump still froze. The purpose of this mulch is to hold in the moisture around the trees, keep the weeds down around the trees, keeps it so you don't have to weed eat around your trees, and your mulch will break down over time and turn into that, which is also good for your trees. Something else, some people may think that you can put too much mulch around the trees, and that's potentially true, but when you're using wood chip mulch like this right here, it breaks down so fast that I think you could put a layer of mulch this thick, and by middle of the summer it would be gone. Well, I say gone, not really gone, but settled down a lot. But the main thing when mulching trees that you want to watch out for is you don't want the mulch right around the base of the tree. You want to make sure you've got it pulled away from just the base, but then thick everywhere else, because around that base the tree sort of breathes. You don't want to cover up the top of that root ball, I guess you would say. I guess that's what you would call it, the crown of the tree. Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 trees left, and we've run out of mulch. So I guess we're gonna make a quick run back up the road, go get a couple more scoopfuls, and get this finished. I got some mud in that one. I think that's enough. Pull straight. Hold on. Put it in four-wheel drive.
Ain't no car coming.
Pull straight. Don't turn. Hammer down. There you go. We got done with the mulch and the kids have found them a new toy.
It's been fun to watch.
Maggie's inside the pipe. A while ago we didn't catch it on camera, but they started up here and rolled all the way down in that pipe.
Who needs toys?
Ain't that the truth? You give these two a box and now a pipe, that's all they need.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need no toys.
Nope, and some rocks. They like to play with rocks.
Yep. Well, we ended up having just a little bit of mulch left on the truck, so I'm just gonna dump it off over there on Berry Hill. We're gonna dump it off right over there next to the edge somewhere, and it'll be there ready for our biggest mulching project.
Yeah.
Because this one was a big one, but that
That's a
one over
bigger
there is a lot bigger one. It's gonna take a lot of mulch to get that covered the way I wanna cover it.
Well, it got out of hand last year because we didn't have the wood chips available to us that we've had in the past, so the weeds kind of got the better of us.
They did.
Somewhat
They got
last year.
bad last year.
Yeah.
So if we can get us a really good layer of mulch on there this year, we'll probably be good for another 2 years.
Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Be nice to be able to do that every year, but that just don't always happen. Like she said, last year we didn't have the chips, and this year we got them.
Yep.
We just got to find time to do it.
Yep.
But anyways,
Turn it around.
Jacob's in there.
Jacob's in it now.
Maggie's kicking him down the hill. Oh my goodness. I think the kids have got spring fever or something, because all day long, I mean, it's not even been really what you call warm today.
It's been warmer.
Been warmer, but
like
not
the last
warm.
few days, yeah.
But they have been, well, they've been outside all day, but they have been wide open all day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just wide open. So I guess all that energy is built up and they're just ready to go. But I guess that's going to do it for today's video. Supper, we're having some leftover, vegetable soup?
Yeah, and I'm going to make some grilled cheese sandwiches to go with it.
It's a good day for that.
I kind of thought that. It's a little cool, and I don't know. It's easy. I make a lot of vegetable soup at one time, like a huge pot full, and then I freeze it in gallon-sized bags, what we don't eat that night. And so I just thaw it out and warm it back up.
Supper will be ready in, what, 5 minutes?
Probably.
So.
Well, the grilled cheeses take a little longer than 5 minutes.
Well, that's true. Close, though. 10 minutes.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. But anyways, y'all, we hope you enjoyed the video. We got another big project off the list.
This
and
one we've been meaning to do like for
this
a
one,
while.
this one should have been done a month ago, but it just turned so cold
But it's
on
done
us.
now, so that's what
It's
matters.
done now. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like we always say, hope you learned a little something.
Until we see y'all on the next one.
Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one.